My motto is, if we take care of ourselves, the environment will take care of itself. The reason we moved to East Tennessee is my husband always had a desire to be an organic gardener. And so we moved here, and he has an acre garden in the back and has always grown our vegetables organically. So we have always been green that way, but I did not realize that the products we used on our skin were as important as what we put in our body. This soap business has been a gift to me, and it's not fair just to keep it to myself. I want to spread the good news. My name is Colette Souder. I am the owner of Rainwater Farm, a soap making business that has been around for now 24 years. And we make handmade soap, liquid soap, balms, healing salve, lip balms, laundry soap, and a host of other products. The name Rainwater Farm came because I used rainwater in the soap. You want to use a soft water, and rainwater is the best water to use. It just struck me as something natural and good. And I still have rain barrels outside collecting my water for my soap. About 25 years ago, we had some guests come to our house. It was a family, and as a parting gift, she left 3 bars of her homemade soap. And it was strange, I thought. It was rose petal, but because we were a thrifty family, I wasn't going to throw it away. So I put 1 bar in the shower my husband used. I put 1 bar in my shower, and we ended up fighting over the 3rd bar. But it took me 1 use of that soap to make me realize I'm never going back to Dial, which is what I always used. The difference when I used this soap was that my skin did not get dried out. I did not feel like I had a film on my skin. My skin felt replenished and rejuvenated versus depleted. And it has gotten to the point where when I travel, I always bring my own soap everywhere. It's a very green soap that is good for people primarily, and then it's good for the environment. I started researching soap making, and back then there was not anything on it, almost. Now you find it, there's lots of books, but back then there was nothing. But I read everything I could find, and I kept calling this woman, asking her questions. And I didn't realize how vague she was being, but I just kept asking questions, and for a year I studied it. Finally, one day when I called her, she just blurted out with this, "Okay, my husband said I could give you the recipe." And I was shocked, and I thought, oh, I didn't realize she was holding back on me. But she did give me the recipe because soap makers traditionally keep everything secret. This has been from 500 years ago. And she was just keeping that tradition up because nobody wants to give up their recipe. Within 6 months of making my first batch, I had my first sale. And it started off that way, and it's probably grown, well, I'm really not sure how much it's grown, except I make probably now 15,000 bars a year, plus all my other products. I have over 90 labels that I have to make sure I have product for these labels, and it's just grown. My first venture into making my own recipes, branching off from this basic recipe that I was given, was making my camper soap. And I called it camper soap because when you go camping, you need to repel mosquitoes and ticks and black flies or whatever you're dealing with. In that soap is lemongrass, eucalyptus, and geranium oils, and the combination works wonderfully to repel mosquitoes. I have lots of customers who keep coming back for it. Not only do I put it in a soap, and the soap is used unusually for this. You take the bar, you put a couple drops of water on it, and you rub it right on your skin. You don't shower it off. And it's not going to bother your skin because it's good for you, but it's it's a once-a-day application. It's when you're going to go hiking, when you're going to be outside all day. But I also put the same essential oils in a bug spray for when you're just going out in the evening and you don't want to deal with a bar of soap. And I also have it in a lotion, which is also a once-a-day application. So it moisturizes and repels at the same time. I have a soap, Cucumber and Grits, and it It exfoliates with Southern comfort is how I say it, and Mass General Store sells so much of this because of the name. People come through and they want a Tennessee product, and here it is, made in Maryville, and it has that great Southern flavor to it. I'm always developing new products, and actually just in the past couple of days I've been really puzzling over my sunscreen. I'm trying to make a natural sunscreen and haven't gotten the recipe right, so I keep trying. But that's how my business is. I come up with an idea and then we just develop it, and it is so much fun. So I have soaps that remove poison ivy oils. I have soaps that repel mosquitoes and fleas. I have pet soaps that are good for ticks and fleas. One of my best-selling soaps now is my sea salt acne soap that I'm getting orders from all over the country. I am not quite sure. People must Google it and find it and order and reorder it, but it's a natural way to deal with skin problems. I realized when I went to the beach, my teenagers' faces cleared up, and thought, salt does that. My soap is more expensive than whatever you buy in the grocery store, but my soap lasts so much longer than any of those soaps last. I've grown a lot since I started. I remember the first year when I was doing my taxes, I think I sold $25 worth of soap, and I am up to probably $100,000 a year. It's a small business, and I am not going to be a Fortune 500 business very soon, but it doesn't matter. I do love what I'm doing, and it's certainly worth it.